It's Las Vegas, the canary in the coal mine, foretelling economic doom nationwide.
Tourism in Las Vegas is in a big slump this summer, costing the city billions of dollars.
We saw a 12% decrease in visitors.
Some are saying that could signal trouble ahead for the U.S. economy.
And cue the fire. The new great financial crisis is here amongst us. Actually, this article says, you're right, we aren't in 2008. It is worse. New homes for sales. We just keep breaking all these records. Well, breaking news, the stock market just keeps going up because the stock market has nothing to do with the economy. It kind of used to. I mean, if you were to chart it, but not anymore. There's a huge divergence. I'll show you that in uno momento. It's starting. The tricolor collapse will ripple through lenders as no one knows who else is insolvent. These bubbles never implode when debt is increasing, which it is increasing at the highest rate since the GFC. They pop when companies are unable to get further into debt, insolvency, spook lenders, and stop lending. It is happening. And wouldn't it be crazy if it actually started with the subprime car lending? Still don't think we'll ever see a collapse. I sound like Janet Yellen. It's different this time. I just think it'll bounce its way to the bottom. But even if, because I know people say, no, the stock market is a reflection of the economy, and actually used to be. This was going back to 2000, right? Economy, stock market. Wow. Job openings. We've seen a divergence. This is also a Jaws, and that Jaws will probably close. Either job openings just jumping up there or the S&P 500 crawling down there. As you know it, I don't know it. I trade it either way. But I can see it in chart after chart. Look at like Las Vegas tourism. Now, I like to do this because I have kids that live in Las Vegas. So whenever I can, I hit the streets, and I did yesterday. Filmed for about an hour, but I spliced it down to a minute of good content. Just for you, because I don't want to be the same, you click on a dude's channel and it's, oh, there he is sitting in his chair. So I promise I will always, thanks for checking to see if you've been unsubscribed. I'll always try to bring you guys the best content because I enjoy doing it. I think this chart basically lines up exactly like our economy. Vegas, the canary in the coal mine. This is just, it's like 10%, 10%, 10%. This isn't like lock you down, you're not allowed to move. This is like, it's bad, it just keeps getting more badder. Well, the stock market just keeps on getting gooder. You are reaching a top, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Sound of the music from the casino is coming to a stop. So I'm going to show you a chart of Bitcoin did the same thing, but then it popped up above it. And now it's resistance. It would be like something like this, TLT. I know. You're like, you're really going to bring this dog back to the fight? Well, it's, believe it or not, okay. Now, I'm not saying load up on this one. This is a triangle. There's a high probability it's going up to there, okay, number one. Number two, you broke resistance. Okay, there's two. Number three, do have a pathetic golden cross. Number four, you are above the Bravo 9, above the 200. There's the reactor right there. Currently on the weekly. Also, you see this thing right here. This is where I got in, right? Thanks, Steven. Van Meter. Yeah. I'm like, really, dude? You think so? I'm like, this sounds like a terrible time to jump in. 22. And I watched that play out like just perfectly to a T. But hey, guys, if you want to jump in on this, here it is. That's it. Loading up at the bottom. I make it up to $122 to break even. That is just, again, good job, Bravo. What I don't want to see you guys do is like the dollar. Just save your money, kids. What I'm not telling you to do is also don't be retail. They're not going to know the train that runs them over. Last 5 years is like, buy the dip, buy the dip. Which I will say congratulations to taking over the market. You guys are 66%. Retail. CEOs, all the big boys, they're out. They're like, hold our bags? Maybe it's different this time. At the same time, you're holding bags, okay? I'm just saying. Your credit scores are tanking is because you're like 2000. What are we, 2005 right now? Like, I know, 08, I get it. But you started going through it prior. Started seeing the rollover. Gen Zers' biggest drop in, I know it says F scores. It's FICO. and it's gone. I'm sure it's because you guys have so much cash now. You're like, why do I even care about credit? Markets will only go up, but everything that I see, everything, I can't find one good thing. Well, except for like CNN, like the crazy media, they're consistently crazy. I'll show you a clip if I have a second. Late rent payments. Let's take a look at the chart going back to 2024. That thing just keeps going up. It's actually going up like the word help for mortgages because y'all can't pay for it. As the middle class just gets decimated. And actually people, big companies, even Las Vegas, they're like, we don't care about most people because most people want to go to Vegas and be able to afford it. They're thinking, let's just target the rich, which is paid off for when 50% of consumer spending is coming from the top wealthiest households. The middle class just doesn't matter anymore. On this channel, all I do is I try to get you from middle class. So I'm pretty sure if you're on this channel, you're middle class. You got to get to 1%. How are you going to do that, Brian? Start businesses, trade equities, buy assets. Which if you do the equity right, it's an asset. You do a business right, that's also an asset. It's crazy to think that the middle class that just, I don't know, luck, you bought a house, which is probably one of the craziest things I've read all day. It's also important to keep the lofty profit expectations of boomers in context. 62% of boomers, because everyone's like, look at you rich boomers. Luck? I don't think they subscribed to my channel or took me as a teacher where I'm like, buy it, buy assets. Dollar's going to keep going down. 62% homeowners say that they've gained more wealth from their homes than in their careers. What's even crazier than that is the wealth that's generated in the home. That's just keeping up with inflation. The boomers that think you're rich, they're just keeping up. And the people that did not are not keeping up. I also know that most wealth managers are people that are like, oh, you want to manage my wealth? Okay, go ahead and invest my money. They're not very intelligent. Percentages decimate them. They're like, okay, so we're going to go 60% bonds and 40% stocks and gold. We'll have 1% in there, and we don't trust that crypto. You guys see like the S&P or the Qs, you know, with the big lofty numbers. That's not, you know, that's not the whole market. So having indicators and AI, they are so far behind. Like here, look, DVA up 95%. And yes, I know some of my stocks that I pick go down, but if you weigh it, if you know how to trade and you know when to get out, 111%, 57%. These are my latest ones, 77%. $1,100 on one contract. No financial analyst would have told you to get in at that Head and Shoulders. They were all like, yes, it's the bond market. It never goes down. Charts are like, if you break that little line, we're all going to stop breathing. Now I guess I could leverage, go long on this and make up for it. So if you do not know what I'm talking about, grab this, $2.99. And trading on autopilot. I will contact you personally. You will know it's me. First learn how to do it, and then you have AI do it for you. Yes, this is while we're in a recession, while I tell you all the bad news, your digits go up. Look at this. Sales of heavy trucks are falling like the U.S. is headed for a recession. Even though we're in a recession, the dream is still there. It's just going to cost you more every year. And if you do nothing, you will never have it. Currently, you're at 5 million. I'm sorry, more than 5 million for the American dream. It will get harder and harder, and the government will lie to you and lie to you. Look here, guys, GDP is going to be over 3.5%. You should have no excuses. Well, except for your credit score. Credit scores fall, not just for, it's everyone. Look at it. And kids that are in college or just graduated, bye-bye. You're like, I'm not paying that. That's ridiculous. I'm paying it for a year, never even went down. Credit scores fall for the second year in a row as more borrowers miss payments. His solutions to all this: don't go to Las Vegas, tighten up the belt. But it's not don't. Just start a business. I don't care. Trade equities. Try to buy assets like gold, silver, Bitcoin. To show you that Bitcoin chart, but I went down on the streets at night, hitting the club. And now my videos, I won't be able to make money from it because it has music in the background. It's a very good opportunity. You feel real sorry for me. I do it for you. Bargain-filled Nevada casino town is branded, quote, the new Las Vegas as tourists flock there instead of the ripoff Sin City. Well, let's see how it's doing. Check out this place, the Ice Bar. Check this out. Woo! What? What? Oh. It's in ice. The death of Las Vegas. Not much really happening here, right? Pretty empty. I'm gonna go with empty. Nothing. We got nothing. Ta-da! Las Vegas. All right, guys. Funny story. So I was in that ice bar, and then I ran into this guy over here who is not from Las Vegas, and I asked him about the economy, and I asked him about Las Vegas, and you could come in the shot real quick. And I said, "You've been here before, right?"
Yes.
And what's the traffic like now compared to like before?
Much worse.
Okay. And then I was asking you, what do you do for a living?
Musician.
And I said, okay, do you want to sing a song?
Absolutely. Always.
Okay. So I said, what song do you want to sing?
Rambling man. That's what we all do.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for like an instrumental. So give me one moment. So
The rest is me.
Yeah. Get that too close. There we go.
Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. And when it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand that I was born a rambling man. I definitely have to say that was pretty damn amazing. Thank you so much. Do you want to, I'll give you a shot. Where should they, do you like have anything online? Absolutely. Brandon Allen. Brandon, A-L-A-N. Like two first names. Texas, Southern, rock, country rock. That's easy to find.
I have to find that. I go with that was really funny. Like, oh, where do I find this guy? So nice to meet you, Brandon. Probably should have performed a rap song. That would have really impressed him. So I said that I would come back to Bitcoin. You guys, you can go back since the beginning. You have a trend line. I actually just looked at it, and I thought you had cleared it, but looks like it was a false breakout. This is resistance, and then it was started to back to support, but it didn't. And you almost had it, right? Oh, we got this. Double top, triple top. No, right? And now this is not good. That does not mean that I'm not loading up. I'm trading up. You know, I trade futures, I trade options, I trade crypto. And when I get off this right now, I got to make a trade. It's on the crypto side, which I have a watch list. Also, because I know I did that video and I was wearing Kitty's necklace, she gave it to me. I also, a really super good friend gave me this. You know, sometimes they're hidden. Some of my jewelry you don't see. Some of it you do. Go ahead, make fun. I would say be careful of this one. He will beat you up. He would be like SEAL Team 10 times 10. Now, and since I got you on the line, you want to know another stock to trade? MGM, since we're in Las Vegas right now, you had a rising wedge. It's going to break. Once it breaks that yellow line, it's going to fall exactly to there, and it's going to bounce off that line. That is the 200. Crazy how it just, now you want to know what it's going to do next. Two things. One, you have a left shoulder, you have a head. It could spend months putting in the right shoulder. Break neckline, go down. But right now you're getting ready for a swing trade up. See how it goes purple? Oh, that's as high as you can go. See, resistance, purple, short it down, swing up. Which this confuses people. They're like, are we going up or down? The answer is yes. I have found that up and down pleases two things, your account and women. Do it fast, get in, get out, make a lot of money. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow.